Okay, here we are. City Heroes video tours. We're going to go for some Ouroborus badges again in this video, in the level 35 to 39 range. And as I have shown on previous videos, what I have done is I've gone to the mission ahead of time. I've entered it, then I've quit out of it, and I'm standing outside of what was once the mission door. So, per previous strategy shown, we're going to warp back to base, set the mission with the Ouroborus challenges, then exit the base, and it'll put me right back here, and this should still be the mission door. That's how the game works. 99% of the time, this works with the same door. Every once in a while, the game will pull a surprise and say, "Oh no, we're giving you a different door." So we'll see. So, one moment, I'll see you at the base. Okay, so here we are in the base. This is the one we want. They call me the Doctor. It's a one-and-done mission. There's a badge for completing the mission itself, plus we'll do the Oro challenges as well. Now, again, it used to be on Live. You had to do a story arc that was at least 3 missions long to qualify to get the Oro badges. However, Homecoming has made adjustments over the years, and let us be thankful. It does make getting these badges a bit more efficient. Now, this mission is going to have some combat in it, because there will be some bosses I have to take down to get keys to unlock locked doors. So, conflict cannot be avoided in this mission, but with luck, we'll minimize it. And we're going to start off with the usual challenges of the no travel and the enemies buffed. Okay, now again, we're just going to exit back out of the base. It's going to put us right back where we were outside that door, and it should still be the mission door. And what do you know? It is. So don't have to worry about the no travel restrictions. Okay, so let's open up the map. The map's always pretty straightforward on this mission. It's pretty much always this one. There's glowies to find and bosses to beat to open up doors. And stealth definitely prevails on this, so my AoE damage aura is now clicked off. First boss is usually in here, and it's Cray. Yep. This guy and his guard have got to go. For the sake of ease, let's get rid of the guard first. Oh, by the way, this is a Psy melee dark armor tank. Okay, 1 key obtained. Excellent. Waiting to recloak. There we go. That's not the other boss. Sometimes you get lucky and they're on the same level here. Sometimes not. Nope. Nope. And nope. Okay, so let's move up to the next level of the map. So far, so good. There's the first locked door there. There's the other boss. Okay. Or lieutenant, I should say, but you get, or key holder, or key master, whatever you want to call him. But basically, these two guys in this mission, they guard the doors and they hold the keys. And if you recognize the movies I was quoting from, congratulations. Okay. And the first glowy is usually down here. Okay, perfect. Alright, so the 2 I need to defeat are done. So the rest of this mission is going to be Ghost all the way. Or perhaps in the case of my character name, Phantom. so far so good. Okay, so far so good. Ta-da! Okay, here we are. Doctor's ally for completing the mission. Plus these 2 Ouroborus badges. Now once again, I'm going to quit out of the mission, not exit out, just quit out. It'll put me outside the door and I'll warp to base again, and we'll repeat this process with the other challenge settings. So, moment please, I'll see you at the base. Okay, and we're back. For whatever reason, it's glitched where it doesn't mark it off as being starred. It's an old bug that Homecoming knows about, but who knows if when it'll get fixed, but no big deal. So now we want the only AT powers, which shuts off full powers. At this level, I don't know why it offers this, because there's no badge for this at this level. This is a misnomer. Don't bother with this. Don't set it. Don't bother. Just only the AT powers, and also we're going to switch inspirations off. Okay, and once again, base by the port. Same door again. Though, even though travel powers are back, this is still a great way of doing this. Okay, so my inspirations here are totally useless. Can't click them, can't do anything. And same map as always. This mission's pretty much set in stone as far as the map. But it's the placement of the targets as far as those 2 bosses, the key holders, are what's random. Oh, here's one now. Also, my stealth is minimal on this. I have a stealth proc in my sprint power, but that's all I got. I would have crafted buff powers from the empowerment station, but only AT powers also shuts down temp powers. As you can see, they're grayed out, which means the buffs wouldn't be working. But that's alright. Again, this is a tank, so not too worried about the durability factor of surviving these fights. Okay, so far so good. Let's see where the next target's at. Nope, up there. Okay. The glowy's in a slightly different position, but the first glowy is always down here. Looks like the target will be up on the next level. Alright. Hang on there. There he is, and his companion's up on the ledge. Okay, that's fine. Psi Melee is not a bad setup, but honestly I do wish they would work on some of the animations and give us some alternate animations for it. Last I checked, there are no alternate animations to customize to, and I wish they would. There's the key. Here Here's a glowy. Final room. Nothing like a little DOT to interrupt your glowy clicking. So inconvenient. Here we are. Whoop. When you're close enough to a glowy, you can just right click and interact and hopefully stay out of sight of the enemies, although I guess I attracted his attention a little too much. And while he's all wobbly and dazed. Got it. Alright. So that's these two badges right here for this level, for those settings. Okay, so once again I'm going to quit out, be outside the door, warp to base, set the next challenges, and then jump out of base. So see you at the base. Okay, and we're back again. So let's go ahead. No temp powers again. This at the level that we're doing, this is not a real setting. There's no badge at this level for this setting. Skip this setting in the level 35 to 39. It should not be there. Somehow it is. Anyway, no temps. Unless maybe they have a future badge we're going to add. So no temperaments, and I am debuffed. So again, temp power buffs will do me good. And again, we do this. Out. I should still be right. I'll be right at that same door as before, but will it still be the mission door? Well, what do you know? It sure is. Perfect. And again, just to prove what I said earlier, same map. So now I'm operating under a bit of a debuff. Not encouraging. Oh, pool powers are back, so I think I'll just switch them back on. And here's the first target. Okay, so she's that's down. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Recloaked. Whoop. Did we get lucky? Yep. Here's my other target. Perfect. Power of the set, but that one I just did feels like it ought to be the team attack. But that's alright, I didn't build it. Okay, both targets down, both keys obtained. With a little bit of luck, depending on enemy placement, the rest of this mission should be a pretty smooth walk. Or in this case, a run. Perfect. Okay, remaining glowies up on the top level. No need to wait for recloaking. I'm just going to zoom past any people that are still here on this level. Now recloaked. Perfect. As you can see, my AoE auras are still turned off. This one might get a little bit rough if they turn at the wrong time. Let's see. Nope, they didn't go. Already cloaked again. Good. Let's see where the last two boys are at. Perfect. Alright. Now to wait to recloak. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. That's these two badges. But there's one more. The worst of the bunch. I'll see that defense. Okay, and we are back. Now I've got the worst setting to do. This is the one that can really hurt the most and really make things bad. Enhancements have no effect. For all intents and purposes, with this turned on, your character has no enhancements in its build at all. They're all switched off. No set bonuses, no nothing. But temp powers are back online. So let's see what we can craft that might help. We'll take that. Definitely want that. Don't really need those two. Yes. This will help with some accuracy. Not many others I can craft to help, so let's see information. Okay, and once again we exit through the base portal and we're right back at the same door. Don't forget, some of those settings also shut down your mission transport powers, so setting up in advance the way I have, where you just exit the base and be right back at the base door again and again and again and again. Yeah. Alright, the AoE auras are definitely have to stay off. They're going to be too much of a stamina drain. Remember, I'm not slotted with that setting on. All IOs are deactivated. Got him. That's the first key, and as you can see, heck of a fight. So let's recloak. Take a moment. So far, so good. As usual, no enemies in this section. If I'm lucky, the next target will be in this area. Not quite so lucky. Oh. First glowy obtained. Coast is cleared. Let's see if my next target's on the other side of this door. That may not be good because there'll be other guards here too. Okay, not ideal given my enhancements are all shut down. So, and shut that off to conserve power. And we'll start with a poison dagger, which of course helps this. You will find that even though there's a hard-coded 5% chance to miss with all attacks when your enhancements are shut off, it seems to be a little bit more than 5%. Made it. Okay. These yellows are very nice to have when the enhancements are shut off. You gotta get that accuracy back up. Okay. Now let's hope the glowies are nicely positioned in relation to the enemy. And I can finish this mission without any excess conflict. Perfect, no enemies up here. Hope again. Okay, that's not bad, but we'll stay over here and try for the old right-click interact, and it worked. Perfect. They can't see me. They don't know I'm tapping it. But what do you know? I win. Again. And that's the one for no enhancements at this level. Yuck. The worst Ouroborus setting of them all. No enhancements. You should never combine that with any of the other settings at all. Ever. Always run that by itself. That way you can have temp powers to help you out, inspirations to help you out, buff up at the base empowerment station like I did. Anything to help compensate for the massive handicapping of your character while that setting is turned on. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed this for the level 35 to 39 range of Ouroborus badges. We'll see you on the next video, and hey, as always, remember folks, this is a game. A 21-year-old, as of this year, 2025, MMORPG. So, once in a while, turn your computer off, go outside and play. See you on the next one.